Morning, everybody. See. I'm a little high in the saddle here.
I'm low. There must have been a tall person here yesterday.
Yeah, usually you're higher than me on the cameras. You're not. I didn't do that.
All right.
Who's batting lead off today? Let's see here. Facebook user. For whatever reason, today is not showing me y'all's names. I don't know. That's new. A little bunch of Facebook users saying morning. So, morning. Maybe it's just a little glitchy this morning. I don't know. I may not put y'all's comments up, and I may not know who's saying what. Be blind comments today. Let's see. Good Friday morning to you, everybody. Welcome in another day. Another Thunder Radio morning show is upon us. Glad to have you here. Brought to you each and every day by Dr. James Van Winkle and his many great ways to make you look great, function great, and feel great, including the Emsella treatments. You run and play with the kids, the grandkids, and you notice, hey, I've got some issues with urinary incontinence. Well, you can fix that with simple in-office treatments. Learn more, drvanwinkle.com, 482 Interstate Drive in Manchester. All right, we have a lot to get to today. It's Friday. That means we got Holly's locks. She's working on those over there diligently right now as we get you set for college football this weekend. And if anything, history tells us anything, then you will pick opposite of Holly's locks this week. Also, we have Florida Man Friday. We get the Friday mix for the radio crowd. We won't have that for our video viewers. That's separate. We have Stupid Silly Stat, Name That Tune, and other fun games coming up. All that over the next 2 hours. Birthdays as well. Call those in. 728-1320. I'll put you on the Ben Lomond Connect hotline so you can give some birthday shout-outs. Let's get a temperature check for you. 61 degrees. It's a little misty out there. We had some mist falling today. That should clear out, and clouds should decrease throughout the day. And we should see more sun by this afternoon. High of 74 and low overnight tonight of around 50. Weather forecast, or temperature update, I should say, brought to you by Wisteria Hill Boutique. Fall temperatures are coming. They got fall clothes, and they got all their Christmas stuff out. It's Christmas sale time at Wisteria Hill. So get on by and see them at 205 South Woodland Street. Shop local, support Wisteria Hill. They're on Facebook, too. Wisteria Hill Boutique. That's Wisteria Hill Boutique. All right, on that note, I do believe it's time to bring in the better half of the Thunder Radio Morning Show. Across from me sits the brains of this operation, the planner, the organizer, the CEO and president of Coffee County Broadcasting Incorporated. She's by far the looks inside of this studio. She's the president-elect of the Manchester Chamber of Commerce. She is the microphone licker, the corncob eater, and one of the main reasons the rockin' world goes round. Holly, good morning to you.
Good morning.
It's quite the flattering intro. And tough for someone who doesn't know the backstory there.
Yeah.
It sounded like I was giving the insults back and forth on the Sandlot.
You're a corncob eater.
Well, you play ball like a girl. Happy Friday. Yeah. It's a little ditty about Jack and Diane here.
I needed to hear some uplift, like just kind of.
Yeah. I don't know what's wrong with my comments. Like, I see all y'all's comments, but it's like, it all says Facebook user. So I don't know who's commenting.
Oh, that
I don't know.
stinks. You can't reset it.
I'm gonna have to end the
Like,
whole
or
stream.
refresh it?
Yeah. I don't think so.
I hate that, you guys. You know what I'll do? I'll look at it on my phone, and then I'll see. Maybe we can comment from there.
On my feed,
Maybe we can
comment from there.
See me now? No, I don't reckon he can see you,
Who?
Josh. I can see him on mine.
Yeah. I can't see him on mine.
So-
I can see it from Facebook. I'm sorry, from YouTube. People comment on YouTube, I can see it, but I cannot see.
Is it the same folks?
No, it's different people watching in different places. I can see the comments, but I don't know who's making them.
All right.
I see the comments, I just don't see who you are.
Glenn was first today.
It's not y'all. It's the software that aggregates it.
It's not you. It's me. What are you doing over there?
Texting.
Are you texting me?
No. Girling. All's good. It's me, Christy. Now you can do blind comments. Y'all can just hate on me real bad and I won't even know. Or hate on Holly. I know y'all do. Y'all just don't want to say it. All right. Comings and goings. Holly, what's happening in and around the Manchester community? We've got a lot going on out there. We are one day away. Well, I guess we should do this one. We got high school football tonight. We should talk about that. The Red Raiders go to the TSSAA Class 6A state football playoffs. That is tonight at Mount Juliet, and we will be there for you. The Friday Night Thunder pregame show starts at 6. Tune in at 107.9 FM, 1320 AM worldwide. You can listen on the Manchester Go app or go to our website, thunder1320.com. Click on Listen Now. If you're on the computer, you'll see Listen Now in the top right corner. If you're on your phone, click the little hamburger menu. It'll drop down. You'll see Listen Now. Big red button. Can't miss it. You can also click the big banner at the top of the page that's got Tiffany on it for her show. It'll take you to the Listen Now page and listen to the game. No video for the playoffs, so we'll just have to paint you a beautiful picture on radio as it was intended to be by the good Lord. So we will make it beautiful for you. Go ahead.
I have a question, and I feel like if I say something stupid right here, you're going to get mad at me.
I'm not going to get mad. I didn't get mad when you spilled coffee in the bed this morning. I'm not going to get mad.
Why would you bring that up?
Oh, are we not going to talk about that? She goes, it's hot. It's hot. It's hot.
It was burning me. I spilt it all on my stomach, just right there. I had just a t-shirt on. It wasn't like it spilt on the covers. Anywho,
Ask your dumb question.
when, not counting today, what year was the last time that the Raiders were in a playoff game?
2022.
Right. That's what I thought.
Yes.
Before that,
The 2021.
okay. Before that,
I don't know. Not 2020. I think that was Doug's first year, and I don't think we got in that year. I think we were a little short. And I'd have to go back and look. I mean,
Okay.
it's not like you think. I mean, it's not spaced out by dozens of years or anything.
what is the one where we had the parade on the square?
That was before the playoff game. That was only the second time we'd hosted one. In 2022, when they hosted Stewart's Creek in the first round. That's only the second time they've ever hosted a playoff game. You got to finish in the top 2 of your region to host. We won the region that year, so we got to host.
Okay.
Prior to that, it was 97. It was the last time they hosted a playoff game. They never have won one until 2022.
So it's a good night to make history then.
We could win our first road playoff game. Yeah, we got to host 2 games in 2022 because we were at home after we won the first one. So, yeah. Shirt sleeved shirt sleeves hemmed AF.
Yeah, they are.
I know these are not hemmed.
Yes, they are.
Just how I fill them out. Yesterday, I didn't get to. I've not got to work out for the last 3 days, and it's been really getting me. And it's really tough because here's what happens. I need to work out to burn stress, and usually what happens is I don't go work out because I get too busy, and so it's like the worst combination. That is like fire and gasoline. So I've not been able to work out the last 3 days because I've been super busy, which makes me stressed, but I need to work out to burn the stress. So by last night, I was not in a good way at all. And,
he was sitting on the bed going, I'm going to run on the treadmill. I'm going to get up and run on the treadmill. Like every time I walk through the bedroom, he was saying that. And I'm like, we'll go.
I was waiting on you to leave. So I got on the treadmill. I did 35 minutes. But anyway, so I've not been in a good way. and yesterday I didn't eat all that much, but I was so stressed last night. I drank like 3 glasses of chocolate milk. Like I was just getting my hands on anything I could, and it's not good. I feel a little better this morning, but anyway,
chocolate milk. We were talking about football. You talk about chocolate milk. I don't know why this popped in my head, but I was listening to the Raider review the other night with
on Wednesday, yeah,
with Coach Haynes and some of the players, and I heard you ask Jaden Carter what he was drinking, and
he had a big old jug of Pedialyte.
I love that. He was getting prepared.
He looked like one of those guys in the weight room that carries around the gallon of water. So he had a gallon of Pedialyte he was walking around with. He done drank most of it.
Wow.
Yeah.
And then he said he would start another one.
Yeah.
The next day.
Josh does push-ups during the breaks. Confirmed.
He does.
According to y'all know what I do during the breaks because you can see me on the camera. Holly's the one who gets up and leaves.
I ain't doing push-ups.
1 day away from the Veterans Day Parade. That's tomorrow. What time does that start, Holly? Veterans Day Parade? Is it 9:30?
Lineup is at 9:30, I believe.
And I think the parade is at 10, and then the Veterans Day event is in downtown after the parade.
After parade.
Okay, that's tomorrow. That'll take the normal Christmas parade route. We're 2 days away from the Coffee County Basketball Season Ticket Sales Blitz. This is a lot of fun. It'll be Sunday from 2 until 4. We really hope to see you there. It's at Joe Frank Patch Memorial Gymnasium. Holly and I will be there. I got to put a sign on my table. Like I got things going on up there at the gym, and Holly's taking pictures. So we're going to be up there and be around. So we hope to see you there. You can buy season tickets. It carries you through the entire season, obviously. Jessica, I know that. But I think it's $100 for season tickets, and there's like 13 or 14 home games, which is a pretty good discount because they're $10 a piece to get in this year. So you can buy and you pick out your spot in the gym. Be a big supporter of local athletics. You're gonna have, I don't know anything else better to do during the wintertime than go to some basketball games. So there's a lot of good ones. That's Sunday from 2 to 4 at high school's gymnasium there. We're 20 days away from Thanksgiving, Holly. That is coming up soon. 22 days away from the Manchester Christmas Parade. And I'll go ahead and put this in here. We are 38 days away from the beginning of our 5 days of giving this year, which we do right before.
You've already
Christmas
leaked
break.
one of the.
I may have leaked that we may possibly kind of sort of might maybe have Bonnaroo tickets in the 5 days of giving. So last year we had some really big prizes. This year we're going to have some really big prizes. Well, they're not easy. Some of our games are kind of like, okay, just call in and guess that tune. That's not how 5 days of giving works. They're challenging, but that starts the final week of our show before our Christmas break, which I believe is December 16th. So and we'll be giving away big prizes every day that week. So that's coming up. Still working on gathering the other prizes.
I got one.
Maybe instead of giving away a pair of tickets, I'll just give away one ticket one day and one ticket the next. And then a camping pass the next. So nobody gets all of them.
Y'all got to get together and go. Wait, I had one just sent to me. Where did I save that at? This was sent from Hillsborough Elementary. They are going to be having their breakfast for veterans at 7 a.m. at Hillsborough Elementary, and their program starts at 8:15. That's going to be on Monday. The veterans are served breakfast from 7 to 8, and program starts at 8:15. Program is open to guests, so get on by there and get you some breakfast.
Anything else here in comings and goings?
Oh, goodness.
Holly spilled her coffee on herself this morning in the bed. It already wasn't a good start.
It's already.
I got up to get the coffee for me and her, and there was no coffee. It was just hot brewed water. There was no grounds had been put in.
Y'all, I set the coffee every day
the
before
machine.
bed at
She
night.
does.
So when Josh wakes up in the morning, he can have he doesn't have to do anything. He gets a hot pot of coffee. And I do this every day.
And occasionally,
sometimes I'll forget to put the water in, or sometimes
she
I
forgets to
have
put the grounds
forgot to I have forgot to empty the old coffee.
Mm-hmm.
So the new coffee goes in the old coffee and overflows the pot.
Mm-hmm.
Done that.
Yeah. She's done some things like that before. So this morning I go in there and it's just hot water. And I was like, I got mad, but then I was like, no, don't get mad. It was just a mistake. It's okay. So I poured the water back in, probably super hot now because it's been brewed once.
It was so hot.
So this coffee's been brewed one time already and sitting on the plate. And I just took that water and ran it back through. I didn't put new water in. So scalding hot water, brewed again. And then I brought that to Holly and she spilled it on her lap or on her belly in the bed, trying to do too many things at one time.
And so I was like, oh, now it just, I got up, got myself cleaned up, and I come back through and I'm kind of loud, and Josh goes, "Are you in a bad mood?" And I said, "Yeah." He goes, "Well, I'm in a bad mood, and we both can't be in a bad mood today." And I was like, "Well, I'm sorry. My bad mood is gonna trump your bad mood today."
And it has.
I'm better now. I'm in a fine mood now.
I mean, I fixed the coffee issue and
you
then
did.
I washed the sheets.
Yeah, you did. I appreciate it.
I mean, I could take over making the coffee if you'd like.
No, let me tell you something. He started to make the bed back, and I said, "What you doing? I spilled coffee in the bed." He goes, "I didn't know if you just want to let it dry and just."
Well, it was on her side.
He did not care. I was like, "What do you? I gotta wash though." He's like, "Oh, I just figured you'd let it dry and roll."
It wasn't a lot.
That's what he said. I thought you would let it dry and roll with it. I was like, "You mean roll in it tonight when I go to bed and the sheets are crunchy?"
No, they wouldn't be crunchy.
Yeah, all the sugar I put in my coffee, they would be crunchy.
I didn't put any sugar in your coffee this morning because you said you were trying to cut back.
I thought it tastes like.
You said you were trying to cut back, so I'm allowing you to cut back. We have games coming up this morning. Stupid, silly stat and all that. Holly's going to let you know what's happening at Prater's here in just a minute after this break. So do not go anywhere. Full weather forecast. 74 degrees today and tomorrow. This is kind of drizzle, cloudy situation we got going on right now. Should clear out by the end of the day. And we'll have north winds at 5 to 10. Overnight around 50. Tomorrow, 74. Rain moves in late in the day tomorrow, around a 50% chance. And then an 80% chance of rain Saturday night. Sunday looks wet. 70% chance of rain, high of 66. And we stay rainy into Sunday night. So a wet weekend. Actually, we could get 2 to 3 inches of rain, I've seen in some forecasts this weekend. But before Veterans Day. Veterans Day, we clear out 69. So more fall time temperatures, 45 Monday night, and then 67 and sunny on Tuesday. Weather forecast brought to you by Patton Pest Control. Get the bugs and pests gone before Thanksgiving. Call Tyler Patton today. There's no contract obligations. This warm weather is going to keep the bugs active. 931-247-0781. What?
Brian said last time y'all were both in a bad mood, you got a new sponsor.
Dirtworks.
Reduce fat and tighten skin today by getting M-Sculpt Neo treatments with Dr. James Van Winkle in Manchester. This is a non-invasive body.
Christy said the power went out over by the middle school last night, and I talked to my mom this morning, and she said that her power had went out. She lives over that way. I don't know why.
Get on the forum. They'll tell you why. There was something on the forum yesterday that just... Somebody was took a picture of a welcome sign in Sparta and was like, "Why come Manchester ain't got no welcome signs?" And I'm like, "There's one at every damn entrance to the city limits. You live here, so you don't see them." Yeah, The Sparta sign is nice, but it's not going to be the same. We're different. But I mean, the Manchester ones are nice signs. And I think Coffee County is going to get some when you're in the county. I think I saw that.
Clint asked if the feed was frozen. I don't think it's frozen. He may just need to reset it. It's his birthday today.
Whose birthday?
Clint's.
It is his birthday, yeah.
I should just take the second segment and just tell embarrassing stories about him.
Right. And nobody would care, but.
No, they're funny. Everybody loves a funny story. What are you doing this morning?
I'm got a bunch of different irons in the fire this morning, and I'm sorry. I'm trying to get it fixed here.
Is something wrong?
No. Nothing is wrong.
Did something happen?
Nothing has happened. All is good. It's okay.
He's just saying it's good. And when I get off the air, he's going to be like, ooh, it's bad. It's real bad.
You need to buy yourself a bun coffee maker. It takes about 3 minutes. No, I mean, our coffee was fast. I want it ready when I get up. So when I wake up, I want it ready. And I don't want to push any buttons. I don't want to start. So we set it the day before and it's set. We just forgot to. There was no grounds in it, so we just ran water. But our coffee maker does brew fast, like way faster than our old one. I like the one we've got now. This is the best one you bought. Was it a Ninja?
No, I don't think so.
No, that's the blender.
Yeah.
Well, whatever kind we got is
It's
fine.
like a Mr. Coffee or something.
First world problems are real. That is true. First world problems. I try to remind myself of that when I get irritated. I'm like, first world problems, man.
After I spilled the coffee on myself this morning, I had a little tantrum. I was like,
I had a little tantrum when the coffee went. And I walked in and I stomped my feet. I was because last night wasn't good for me. I didn't sleep well. I had bad dreams. I had a spat with one of the children. So it was not a good sleep, and it carried over to this morning. The first thing I want coffee and it's not ready. And I was like, of course.
The thing, when you went in there to get coffee and I heard you, and then I heard you pour and pour and pour, and I'm like, that's not a cup of coffee. He's filling the coffee maker. I
could tell. I come back in there and she just was sitting up looking at me.
Where's coffee?
But she knew where the coffee was. There was no coffee.
It's my coffee and I want it now. I have no sugar in this coffee.
Good, Holly.
And I've been trying to eat better and drink more water, and I have been successful. I've been drinking more water, still not a lot of water, but it's an improvement.
Also, a bun will not cut off in 2 hours. That's true. Our last one would last for 4 hours, which I like that. This one will only do 2 or 2.5. But to restart it.
Is the Thunder Radio Morning Show with Josh and Holly.
Old people conversations over on the Carmine Family Dental cameras are now focused on brands of coffee makers. It's alarming the amount of passion we get when we start talking about coffee makers, how often we check the mail. I mean, those things really get me involved in the conversation.
So old.
I know.
What, a progressive commercial?
I know.
That's what my life is right now.
Turning into your parents. When I was around some younger guys yesterday, and they were talking about, they weren't talking to me, but they were over there. They were talking to somebody else, and they're like, "Why do you take?" Because somebody took their glasses off.
Yeah.
To hear them, and they were like, "Why do you do that? Why do people turn their radio down to drive? Does that help you see better?" And I'm like, "Just wait." I didn't say nothing. I was like, "Just wait."
It's coming.
As it happens. The day comes when you start turning your radio down to drive in traffic. It's a concentration thing, period.
Yeah.
When you have to focus, I don't need something distracting me.
You need your visual sense.
Yeah.
Like
heightened. I need to turn off the hearing sense to get it's kind of like when you don't have one sense, the others are heightened. I need that to be like shut down. Anyway, tell everybody what's happened at Prater's Barbecue. Holly, let's get the lunch menu and tell everybody how they can get a delicious meal for just $9.99.
Yep. Right by Prater's. Address is 620 Woodbury Highway. Today they've got Cajun catfish, fried catfish, smoked pulled pork, smoked pork chops, mashed potatoes, baked beans, broccoli and cheese, mac and cheese, pasta salad, coleslaw, or side salad. Lots of options there. Get a meat, 2 sides of drinking bread for just $9.99. If you want to get that to go, you absolutely can. If you want to order off the menu, you absolutely can. Find Prater's at 620 Woodbury Highway.
Yeah, and they'll be there this weekend, of course. All right, Holly. We don't have we got games coming up next segment, and I think we've exhausted our options of coffee makers and my hemmed shirts and whatever else.
I was having a conversation with some folks at the Coffee Connect yesterday morning at First Baptist Church.
All right, a chamber event.
Yeah, and the conversation was human names for dogs. And I wrote that to myself in a text message so I would remember to talk about it. And it's perfect timing that you mentioned like adult conversations, like how often do you check the mail? Because it was such an adult conversation.
And then it goes way longer than you think. When you get into a conversation like that, you think this is going to die out after a couple back and forth, and then more people jump in, and then you really start getting into it.
Yeah.
And you're like, we've been talking about this for 20 minutes.
People names for dogs, like Hank or
Cliff.
Maggie or whatever.
Yeah.
And used to, I didn't like human names for dogs. I'm like, it sounds weird. Why are you calling your dog Steve?
Yeah. Your dog needs to have a dog name. You know?
So
Like-
I always gave my dog like little cute doggy names like Bingo.
Yeah.
That's a classic.
Now,
I
what's
had a
his
dog.
name-o?
That you would never see a man named Bingo.
Right? You don't see a lot of that.
Maybe that should be like a trending name.
Yeah.
Bingo.
Or, you know.
New segment, not human names for dogs, but dog names for human. So.
I could think of one. I won't say that one. I don't know.
Spike. I guess that could be a name though.
Spike was a really good running back for the Pee Wee Cowboys back in the day. And the Giants shut him down. That kind of ended his football aspirations. Stopped him short.
What are you talking about? The Little Giant?
Yes, there it is. Somebody got it. I don't know who got it. Somebody said Little Giants over here. I don't if you're just joining
Jessica.
us on the Carmine Family Dental cameras, I can't see who's commenting today. Something's wrong with my software. So
It's Jessica.
I can see Facebook user is commenting, but that's cool. I'll still put it on the screen. When I put it on the screen, does it show the names to you guys? Like if I put it up there, does it show, or does it say Facebook user to you? Like, do you see it, Holly?
I see
Okay.
who it is.
It's just me.
I've been saying that's Jessica. That's Jessica. I'm telling you.
I know you can see it in the comments. I don't mean when I put it on the actual screen itself. is what
I
was
don't see
asking.
that.
Okay, that's what I'm saying.
I
It's saying-
guess I'm not saying I don't see it. I don't know what you're talking about.
I put people's comments on the screen. So instead of saying the morning show with Josh and
It
Holly,
says Facebook user.
okay, see, that's what I'm saying. Somebody's showing names. I think Facebook is having an issue this morning.
All right, Zuckerberg. Get it together.
Yeah. Well,
How much time we got here? We're out of time.
we don't have a lot of time in this segment.
Can I do my
anyway.
picks right fast or
Holly's locks?
Holly's locks?
Holly's locks. Let's do them. Holly's locks. I need a introduction for this. So we started this last week where Holly makes her picks, and she has 5 locks for you to go bet on this weekend. Now, last week she was 0 for 5 on her locks, and I lost money. So hang on just a minute, Holly. I'm getting logged in because I'm gonna make the picks on FanDuel. This is a non-sponsored segment, but I'm trying to pitch this to the guys over at FanDuel. See if we can get this involved. Get involved here. All right. Tell me who we're picking.
All right, so we got Syracuse and Boston College. I think Syracuse will cover 2.
All right. Syracuse 1.5 point dogs. Holly thinks that they're going to cover that. All right, so let's put that down. Syracuse to cover. All
Yep.
right.
Ole Miss and Georgia.
All right.
I've got Ole Miss to cover 2.5.
All right. Ole Miss. Well, why? Now it's decided to look up Ole Miss basketball games. So all right. Ole Miss. What's the spread you've got?
2.5.
2.5. All right. So she thinks Ole Miss is a 2.5-point dog, and she thinks that they're going to cover that against Georgia. All right.
Iowa State's got Kansas.
I think you got bad advice on that one. All right. Kansas. I think somebody intentionally gave you these to make you look bad. Honestly.
You think he did that?
Mm-hmm.
I had help. I had help this week, and
she had some help. All right. So Kansas.
Right. Iowa State will cover -3.
All right. Let me find that.
We ain't got time for you to push all your buttons. You're going to have to do that later on.
Iowa State to cover over Kansas -3. All right. Next.
NC State versus Duke. I got NC State will cover by -3.
All right. I'm trying to get that entered into my thing here.
Let's take a moment so Josh can take care of his personal matters.
No, it's not personal. I want to see how much money you got people, what people could win this week.
My picks last week did not go well. I didn't none of my picks.
NC State's covering 3.5.
3.
Yeah. That line is moved to 3.5. So, all right.
Oh.
That's a 4. Is there another game?
Colorado and Texas Tech. I got Colorado to cover -3.5.
All right.
And Coffee County by 50.
All right. So that Colorado line has moved to 4.5. That's not your fault. I'll still take them to cover that. Okay. They're on the road though. So 5-leg parlay here. If you took all of Holly's picks on FanDuel right now and they all hit, $10 would win you $257. So I'll be making that bet in a little while. And we'll just see. If somebody's like, post those later so we can parlay them. Yeah.
Okay.
I know people who took that parlay last week.
And lost.
And sent me a screenshot of it after the fact. There was a couple of different people that did it. And they were like, oh. I was like, well, I mean, did you not know what was going on? Because...
Yeah, that was but that sad thing was I thought I was too confused. I was too confused about what covering the spread means.
You seem a little bit more knowledgeable about it this week.
No, well, it's because I had my brother help me.
Again, I don't know if he gave you good advice. Some of them sound about right. I don't know about Ole Miss and Georgia. Maybe. I don't know. All right. We've got more morning show as we cross the top of the hour. Stupid Silly Stat when we come back. Chance to win some prizes today. And then later on, name that too. We got the Friday mix later on. Florida Man Friday. Just so much stuff to pack in to the next hour and a half of the Thunder Radio Morning Show. Brought to you by Dr. James Van Winkle.
Broadcasting from the Unity Medical Center studios. This is Thunder Radio.
Your hometown radio station.
WMSR.
Start your day the fresh and fruity way. Now, under new ownership, we're serving up all natural goodness with fresh fruit and no added preservatives. Just delicious flavors.
All right. We've extended our menu. Come in for a hot coffee or ice latte. Somebody said FanDuel should definitely pick this up. Holly's gonna make them a lot of money. If y'all all bet on Holly's parlays, but if y'all all bet and y'all hit, it's a big hit. It's tough. It's gonna be a tough one for them. Oh, those are prizes for the morning show. Some autographed Becky Buller album here. I just forgot we had them.
I'm going to be so happy if all of these hit. Oh. Do I get to keep that money?
It's my bet. It's coming out of my account. If you want to take some money out of your account, then you can bet. And then you can,
I don't like betting.
Yeah, there you go.
It's not fun to me. It tears my stomach up to bet.
I lost more money last week than I cared to have lost.
It was probably like $25.
It was $30. Yeah, it was $30. Yeah.
I'm such a worrier though, like high anxiety. I can't gamble. If we ever go to like a casino, like when we were on the cruise, they have a casino. You go down there, and I was like, I just played the penny slots.
Yeah. Why?
Or the machine where you put the coin in, and you try and push off more coins off the ledge. I was like, oh, I got 5 quarters.
Somebody said they lost. Somebody said they lost their parlay last night by half of a yard that Lamar Jackson did not rush for. Your mom said, if I send you money, can you bet for me?
She sent you that text?
Yeah.
That's weird because she just sent me a text that says, what's the number to the morning show?
Oh, golly. We're gonna get everybody hooked on gambling. This morning show is gonna go off the rails because we got everybody's gonna be in rehab, blaming us. I want to see everybody's comments. I hate that I can't see them. There we are. I can see them. Jessica said, if anybody needs a FanDuel referral code, hit me up. I hate that I can't see who is posting. It's driving me nuts. It's one of them days, I guess.
Just one of those days.
If anyone needs a FanDuel referral code, hit me up. I need to probably really invest in FanDuel.
Oh, yeah, that sounds like something we should do.
Like my time and energy should be spent on really researching the picks. And like I just kind of halfway throw them out there. I should really, I can just subscribe to the experts articles and really go with those picks. And
so one time when the lottery was really, really high,
it was $1 billion.
I was working at United Regional at the time. I looked up and researched what numbers hit most often, which numbers were due to hit. I didn't win.
How'd that go?
I did not win.
It did say don't pick your. It said pick your own numbers. It said don't do the automatic. You know, right?
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Brent Parsley, City President at Coffee County Bank. Believe in better. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
This program does not necessarily reflect the views and opinions of Thunder Radio Management. Well, yes, it actually does. It's the morning show with Josh and Holly.
Yes, it is. Morning show's here until 8:30 today. We are every Monday through Friday, 6:30 until 8:30. For all of you that love the Friday music mix, that's coming up, 15, 20 minutes or so. Some of it depends on how fast you guys can get the stat. Holly, welcome back.
Thanks, buddy.
Today's going remarkably well, considering how things started.
Yeah.
Like, I thought this was going to be a disaster.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm not even going in.
He didn't want to come to work today.
And so that's the kind of mood I was in. And I rarely will not want to come to work. Right?
Correct. Yeah. Well, normally, yeah. I sometimes I would even be like, hey, let's don't go to work today. Let's play hooky. And he was like, there's literally no one else to run the station. I have to go to work today.
I have to go. Somebody's got to be there. All right, we got games to play. Get your phones fired up. 728-1320. It's time for the stupid, silly stuff.
And now it's time for stupid, silly statistics that you never knew
I don't know where you're getting your statistics.
and probably don't need.
Did you bring your statistics?
Stupid, silly stat fired up by our friends at Freedom Automotive in Manchester. Whether it's tires, alignments, custom exhaust work, they do all of that for you at Freedom Automotive. It's hard to get good custom exhaust work, and they've got it. Freedom Automotive. Get on by and see them at 515 Hillsborough Boulevard in Manchester, right in front of College Street Elementary. Open 6 days a week, Monday through Saturday, locally owned and operated. Holly?
One of these is touched 25 times before someone buys it. One of these is touched 25 times before someone buys it.
Makes good sense when I look at the answer. All right, 728-1320 to take your guesses this morning on the Ben Lomond Connect hotlines. One of these is touched 25 times before someone buys it. What is the thing we're talking about? 728-1320. I'll wait.
One of these
Probably a pumpkin.
is touched 25 times before someone buys it.
Morning show.
A candle.
Good guess.
Oh, that's
but
a
not
great
it.
guess.
Somebody had just guessed that over on the cameras.
That is a really great guess.
Morning show.
Yeah, it's got to be a penny.
Oh, penny.
Not it.
But you don't purchase
You don't
a
purchase
penny.
a penny.
You just pick it up.
Yeah.
All day long. You'll have good luck.
One of these is touched 25 times before someone purchases it. I guess you could buy a roll of pennies, but that's not the same thing. So somebody says fruit, like an apple or an orange.
Did you roll coins ever growing up? Like, did your...
Yeah, we did. You know,
I always liked
we're
doing
saving
it.
for vacation. You know,
Yeah.
we get them out of the jar and roll them up. I don't think we had the coin counters then. So,
You did?
well, I don't think we had like the machine. Maybe they did have the machines, but
We didn't.
We had to
We
roll
had to
them and
separate like
Yeah.
four.
separate
four
everything out and roll
quarters
them up.
and- yeah.
Mhm. Looky here, we've got $74. We going to the beach, and we gonna eat out once. Now you could not eat out once. Morning show. Tomato. Not it. Good try.
Got to find a good one.
That's a great guess, and I'm sure they are touched a bunch, but that's not the correct answer. This thing is touched 25 times before it's purchased. 728-1320.
Your shirt sleeves do look hemmed this morning.
That's just how the shirt fits, Holly.
Oh, yeah. Look, now he's flexing.
That's just how they fit. Hope somebody's not got that blown up because there's not much to look at there.
Hmm.
All right, 728-1320. We've had just a couple of guesses. Candle, tomato, not right. This thing is touched 25 times before it's actually purchased. It could be a lot of things because when you go to the store, people touch things, right? So
Yeah.
there's a lot of options here. I don't
If
have
y'all
a
don't
good-
start calling in, I'm going to start taking guesses, and I know the answer.
I don't have a great hint here. 728-1320. Take your guesses. Morning show.
Watermelon.
Watermelon. Good try. But no. Morning show.
Blanket.
Blanket.
That's
Good.
what I was going to guess.
It's a good try because you want to touch it and feel how soft it is. That's not it, though. Not a blanket. 728-1320. Right answer wins the Thunder Radio shirt. Wrong answers get to call back and try again later, which is super cool. Morning show.
Stuffed animals.
Stuffed animal. Great guess, but not it. Stuffed animal.
We were talking about stuffed animals yesterday at that same.
Chamber lunch. Or chamber breakfast or whatever you were at. It is not a food.
We're just talking about squishmallows. What even is that?
It's not a food. Morning show.
What are those try-made toys? I
Oh,
love them.
Right, because you want to push the button. Not it, though. Morning show.
Nerf guns.
Nerf guns.
Good try, but no, not Nerf guns. 728-1320. One of these is touched 25 times before it's purchased. And I'll get the hint I'm going to give you here is not really an expensive thing. It's not expensive. Like some of the things y'all talking about are a little more expensive. No, I mean not super expensive.
Tomato.
I said some. It's not a food.
Watermelon.
It's not a food.
Give them 2 hints, buddy. Just tell them the answer right here.
I've already given that hint, Holly. Morning show.
Clothes.
Clothes.
Clothes. Good try, but no. Morning show.
Footballs or basketballs?
Like a ball. Not it. Good try. Yeah, kids pick those up and throw them around. I used to throw them around the store. Probably was annoying. Did you get good guesses?
Someone said a brassiere.
Morning show.
Hot Wheels.
Hot Wheels. Good try, but that's not it. Morning show.
Shoes.
Shoes. Good try.
Oh, that's a good
but
guess.
not it. That's a good guess. Pick up the shoes, look at them, try them on. This thing is touched 25 times before it's purchased. My hint was it's not that expensive. Shoes are pretty expensive.
I hardly ever buy these anymore.
Yeah, I don't either. Hardly ever bought them, ever. But certainly not anymore. Morning show.
Hot.
Did you say pots?
Hats. Caps.
Say it again.
Caps.
Caps. You say caps?
Oh, like a hat?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. That's a great try because I like to pick mine up, check them out, try them on. Not it, though. Good try. Sorry, I couldn't hear. It's my fault.
I thought they were saying cat.
I was like, 728-1320. This item is touched 25 times before it's purchased. The hints being it's not food and it's not very expensive.
People buy cats?
This is cheaper than a cap. This is going to be cheaper.
You don't have to buy a cat. You can just go to your local dump and grab one.
There's plenty of them there. Oh, Dina. Call back. Try again. 728-1320. Still no right answers. This item is touched 25 times before it's bought. Morning show.
A pen.
A pen. Good try, but no. Morning show.
Shoes.
Not shoes. It's going to be cheaper than shoes. Shoes are kind of expensive. This is cheaper. Think under $10.
Well,
mostly.
All right.
I said mostly under $10. I don't know what they cost anymore. Morning show.
Plates.
Oh, plates?
Plates?
Yeah. No,
Not
that's
it. Good
not
try.
right.
I don't know if they said plates or not, but whatever they said wasn't right. Morning show.
Cups.
Cups. Not it. It's not forks. It's not spoons. It's not knives.
It ain't bowls.
And it ain't bowls.
It's not dishes.
Not dishes. Morning show.
A towel.
A
That's
towel.
a good guess.
Great guess there. Really good one because you want to touch that
I
too.
feel
Not
like
it.
you use a towel and plates and stuff more than you'll use this
Morning
thing.
show.
Magazine.
Magazine.
Okay,
Good
yeah, I do.
guess. Not it.
I can't remember the last time I bought a
I know,
magazine.
yeah.
I bought them a lot when I was in middle school, high school, like 17 magazine and Cosmopolitan.
Yeah, that's what you need to be reading. Cosmopolitan. At 17 years old. Golly. That's what's wrong with her. I'll ring that bell all day long.
I read it for the articles.
Morning show.
Books.
Books. Good try, but no, not it. This is touched 25 times before it is purchased. We said less. It's going to be less than $10.
Sometimes.
You're not gonna, most of the time, and you're not going to use this often. Probably most of us. No. Morning show.
A card, like a birthday card, anniversary card. That
Nailed it. It's a birthday card or an anniversary card. What's your name?
Greeting card.
This is Marcy.
Marcy. That's what I thought. Marcy, are you a card giver?
No, but I like looking at them.
Yeah, because I mean they got the real cheap ones for $1.
It's
and
like
they are-
$1.99 now.
And they are awful. Like they're not funny at all. It's that they got third graders to write their
I
jokes.
like looking at them.
Yeah. Well, congratulations,
Reading 'em.
Marcy. Winner today. Good job.
Okay.
Come get
I
your
got
shit.
another month. Now I gotta wait again.
You can still play. Have a good day.
Bye bye.
Oh yeah, Marcy, loyal fan of the morning show. We appreciate her. Yeah. So
I always
a
liked
greeting
the,
card.
I always liked the cards that did something when you opened them,
Like make noises.
or they were like pop up.
Pop up. I like the pop up ones.
Yeah.
But sometimes they're there for a while, and I'm sure they still do. I just don't buy the cards. They get too complex, and I can't get them folded back up right. Like they open up 4 different ways, and things pop up everywhere, and I'm like, I don't know what to do now. It's kind of like when you open up a folded shirt at Aeropostale or Abercrombie, and you're like, how do you fold this back up the way they were?
Did you? Is Abercrombie still a thing?
I meant American Eagle, but I couldn't get that out, so I said two wrong stores that started with an A. I said Aeropostale, and in my head I'm like, no, it's American Eagle. So then I spit out Abercrombie. That's also not right. Anyways, when you open up like one of those folded shirts and you don't know how to fold it back up right. So I just kind of wad it up and throw it back down where it was. Give the worker something to do.
No one in my house folds the towels right. The girl one folded some laundry and folded towels. And it looked like she just grabbed the towels and rolled it like you. What is this dance move right here? Like the bicycle? I don't know.
How much do cards cost now? Like the Hallmark cards
They're expensive.
Hallmark cards. I know were probably when I said $10. I thought that was probably about right. How much is a Hallmark card?
It depends. Does it do something? I've seen them over $10.
Like the dollar store cards are terrible. Like they try to have a humor section. You remember when your kids were about third grade and they started learning jokes and then they wanted to tell their own jokes they made no sense. They come home and be like, hey man, why did the knock knock? And you're like, who's there? And they're like, orange. And you're like, orange who? And they're like, didn't you know the orange crossed the road to get to the chicken? Or, it just makes no sense. And I'm like, huh? And then some parents will like, oh, ha, ha. And I'm like, that's stupid. Don't tell anybody that. That's probably what's wrong with our kids now. But they would just come home with this. They were trying to make up jokes out of nothing. That's what the dollar store humor cards are. They're awful. I'm paying $1 for this.
I just got to where if I wrapped it, I just write on it with a permanent marker who it's to. And if it's a bag, a lot of times they'll have the little tag on it where you can, and if it's a reused bag, you tear that tag off. And then when the person opens it, you just yell, that one's from me.
I've heard how they do that.
That's
before.
for me.
She used to be big into the card giving. Like I'm proud of her for getting away from that.
I just think it's a
waste of money.
It was good, like etiquette.
Yeah.
To send a card.
Christy said, way too expensive cards today. 3 cost me $22. They were nice cards, but still.
I got a card in the mail from a friend, and it was nice to actually get a card where instead of a text, she texts me, but she sat down and wrote me on a card.
Well, that's nice.
I know, and I was like, the art of sending someone.
I send handwritten
mail is.
I send handwritten
dying.
mail sometimes.
Yeah,
like handwritten thank you cards and notes and things to like advertisers and people we work with.
It's a big deal when we get them here that they'll be like, Josh and Holly, we appreciate what you do for the community, and it's like it just means so much.
Except for when I get something in the mail, it doesn't have a return address, and I can see that it's handwritten. I'm like, oh boy,
this is bad.
Here we go. You guys are idiots. We've gotten some pretty good hate mail before. We usually read it on air when we get it. We haven't got any.
I love it because it's always anonymous.
Yeah, like sign
if
your
you
name.
Say something. Say it with your chest.
Right.
Sign your name to it.
Put your name on it. It's cool. I mean, we're still going to read it on air, but that's fine. Now, how am I supposed to address the issue if I don't know how to talk to you?
Yeah.
Like I'll talk to you about it. I'll be like, okay, well, let's talk about it. Maybe this is why we do it, or maybe you got a point. Maybe I've not thought of something, but I can't conversate with you about it, so it's kind of a waste of your time. So then I'll read it on air. We'll laugh at you, and I'll throw it away if there's no name. If there's no name, I immediately disregard the complaint. It could be completely legitimate, but I completely disregard it. I'm not going to listen to it. If you put your name on it, then I might give it some thought. But anyway. All right. Thunder Radio Morning Show brought to you by Dr. Van Winkle. I need to tell you about Dirtworks. So, last time we were in a bad mood, we got a new sponsor. That was Dirtworks. Because they do a lot of really good work when it comes to excavation. We're going to get a couple inches of rain this weekend, which is a big deal. We need that. But maybe you look around and you're like, you know what? My yard is holding water in this certain place, or, it's not draining. It's running towards my house, which is even worse. It's running under my house. Call our friends at Dirtworks. They're like the skilled surgeon of the excavation world. They can take care of, they can fix that water runoff issue. They can install drainage systems for you. They can cut in driveways. They can clear land. They can install sod. They can do driveway grading. They can do anything really with their machinery that they have. And they're glad to do that for you at Dirtworks. 931-409 931-409-0782. That's 931-409-0782. And they're online at dirtworksforyou.com. And you go to that website and they got pictures and videos of their work. You'll be amazed at how good they are with this machinery. It's dirtworks, the number 4, the letter U.com. News break here. More games next.
Now, another update from the WMSR Thunder Radio News Center.
Thunder Radio's local news update.
And anonymous like Josh's feed this morning. Correct. I don't know who's saying what. I'm getting on my phone to look and see who's saying the things. Who's saying the things? I don't know. MP 14. There we go. Oh, anybody got good plans this weekend? Anything fun? I hate when somebody sends me something on an iMessage and it's got a date in it. I can't like click the message to respond or like because it keeps pulling up the date and wanting to put it in my calendar. And I don't want that.
College Street is having their veterans program Monday at 1:30.
I saw that on the.
So you could go to the Hillsboro one that morning and the College Street one that evening or afternoon.
People sometimes will get on and they'll complain that the schools aren't out for Veterans Day. You know, they should be a holiday. And I kind of get that, but it's at the same time I like that they're in and they do the programs.
Yeah.
And the kids need to learn
if the kids
about Veterans
weren't
Day.
At school.
Believe me, they
doing
wouldn't be at
that.
home learning about Veterans Day. So I think it's a good thing that they learn about Veterans Day.
Absolutely. They know exactly what.
Long trip to Mount Juliet later. It's always fun. It's not terrible. Now that 840 can get you there, it's not that bad. An hour and 15 minutes.
I saw James Anthony at the basketball game last night, and he said that it was supposed to rain.
I don't think so.
Okay.
No, I don't think.
He told me to pack my rain gear.
No, I mean, you might take it just in case. I mean, it's drizzly this morning, but I think we're all right.
And Mount Juliet, though?
Yeah, no, I think it's fine. I'll double check here just to make sure, but I mean, the weather forecast I've been given is not me calling for rain tonight. But we'll check Mount Juliet. We won't check Mount Juliet because heaven forbid there be cell service in the middle of town. I wish I could get like an extender, like a signal extender and put it on top of our tower out there.
Yeah.
We had the best cell service in town here. Yeah, no rain tonight.
I don't know if I could handle another rain game.
Last week was rough.
I got pretty
well,
cold.
Last week at least we were at home. You know, this week if it rains, you're on the road. You got to ride like that Riverdale game. We had to ride back. Mount Juliet. No rain today in Mount Juliet. Partly cloudy, north breeze at 5. So.
What's the temperature? I need my heated pants.
I wouldn't think so, Holly, but maybe. Yeah, the low tonight's 50, so maybe you take your heated pants. Oh, my back. What should be with that hair tie?
You call it a hair tie? That's what you call it?
Yeah. You use it to tie your hair back. You call it a bow. It's not a bow.
Growing up, I called it a hair bow.
Yeah, but it's not a bow. That's a bow. Is
I didn't have real bows.
She didn't have those. She had rubber bands.
They hurt when you pulled them out.
She painted her rubber bands black so people thought they were real hair ties. She used spray paint. I wonder how much money your mom was going to bet.
I know you don't watch Lord of the Rings.
No. I do not.
But towards the end of this, I can't remember. Maybe it's the second one, or I don't know. I love all of them, but in one of them, there's this big battle, and it's like neck and neck battle, and it's just like the good guys are becoming exhausted. It's like, oh, what are we gonna do? The bad guys are gaining up on us, and all of a sudden, up on a hill in the distance is Gandalf the White, and he's got an army of
I think I've seen that.
help.
I think I've seen that. Yeah.
That's kind of how I feel like about Pennsylvania and the Amish.
It's a good way to think about it. Your mama's betting $20.
Oh, big spender.
On that parlay, she can win 500. You're gonna get her hooked. I keep 10% as the facilitator. I'm like the bookie. Thunder Radio Morning Show. Glad to have you with us. It's been an eventful morning. Josh and Holly getting you to work, getting you to school, getting you home from work for you night shift warriors out there. We're glad you're with us. Brought to you by Dr. Van Winkle. Sculpt Neo. Treatments can give you the muscles you've always wanted. The biceps, the booty, the abs. Learn more at drvanwinkle.com. And your shirt sleeves can fit the way mine do. I've not had that done. But they would. They would then feel like you don't have to get your sleeves hemmed when your biceps look like this. Let's get your temperature check before we move on. We got Name That Tune, chance to win prizes. 61 degrees. We had some mist falling when I came in this morning. I think that's kind of stopped, but we still have some foggy, misty conditions. High of 74 today. That will clear out. We'll see a little of the sun this afternoon with some clouds in the area. Overnight low of around 50, but really no rain today. But that chance moves in tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow night, Sunday. Very wet. Temperature update brought to you by Wisteria Hill Boutique. Christmas shopping at its finest right here in Manchester. Wisteria Hill, 205 South Woodland Street. And they got all the deals. That's 205 South Woodland Street, Wisteria Hill Boutique. All right, Holly, games.
We're going to play Name That Tune. Josh got a little snippets of a song. He's going to play a 1, 2, and a 3-second clip. Once you have figured out the exact right name of the song and the artist, give us a call. The Ben Lomond hotline number is 728-1320.
All right, here we go.
Tommy.
That's a little low.
Well, that's how you put it in.
Tommy.
I can't make it any louder. Somebody's already playing. Morning show.
The Gambler by Kenny Rogers.
Oh, not it.
Good guess.
Good try. Right. I think that's the right artist, though,
It's
right?
the right artist.
Morning show.
Kenny Rogers.
Oh, you got to turn that radio
We
down.
got the artist.
Kenny Rogers. What was the song you said?
Coward of the County.
Coward of
Yes.
the County. Yes, that is the right answer. Good job. It is Kenny Rogers, Coward of the County. What's your name?
Ralph.
Ralph. Good job, Ralph. Come on by. I got some Black Rifle coffee for you to pick up, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Thank
Thank you.
Gerald had the right artist. He had guessed The Gambler and Lucille.
Coward of the County.
Promise me, son, not to do anything.
Kenny Rogers is underrated.
Yeah. I think, well,
He may not
now,
be underrated.
I think in his. I
He's
think.
Underplayed now, like
Yeah.
forgotten too much. Like I don't hear a lot of Kenny Rogers in a lot of
Yeah, I don't either.
mixes anywhere I go.
I had never heard that song before. Never heard it. And then my mom and my sister were listening to it on the way to the Bell Buckle Craft Fair. And I was like, what is this? And they're like, you've never heard this? It's Coward of the County. And by the end of the song, I'm in tears. I'm ready to run through a brick wall and fight somebody.
You can get Holly pretty good. Like she's real. Yeah. I would like for her to own another business, and I'm going to go sell her some advertising.
Listen, when I hear the Star Spangled Banner played beautifully, not like on the tape or nothing, not like when they hit play in the gym, but when someone is singing it or playing it on an instrument and it is really, and there's a flyover or something, I'll cry. Every time I get goosebumps and I'll cry.
At the football games, they should get that drone they film with and fly that thing right over the stadium when it's playing every time.
Yeah.
I would do that. If I was the drone operator, I would do that. See if anybody caught it. Like
we could
right at the time at the end, I would fly that thing over the stadium.
It's beautiful. Tape a smoke bomb to it, just so there's like a little trail of red smoke.
If you don't go to a lot of high school football games, a lot of the filming is done now with drones. They drone.
They're
film
pretty
it.
impressive.
So you'll see those drones flying around throughout the game, just kind of up above the plays. And I would take one of those and yeet right over the top of that thing, fast as I could. Anyway, nobody would probably catch it.
I would catch it. I'd be like, Dwight, yeah.
They'd probably like, look at that disrespectful kid flying that drone in the middle of the anthem. It's a flyover. All right, we've got more morning show. Congratulations to Ralph, winner on Name That Tune today. We're glad he played. We're glad he listens to the Thunder Radio Morning Show. We're glad y'all listen to the morning show. There's so many different things you could be doing, and you guys choose local radio, and you choose us. That's a humbling feeling.
It is.
And it's also a good reminder to Holly that there are more than two people listening, more than her mom.
and your parents.
Mom. Yeah. There's somebody else listening out there, and that's a good feeling. You can listen to old versions of the show on Apple or Spotify. Search for The Morning Show with Josh and Holly. It's Friday, Holly. What's that mean?
Friday mix.
Yeah. Fire it up. Get everybody moving on the way into work and school today. I want to tell you about Common John Brewing Company. Breakfast this morning at 8 a.m. Grab you a breakfast burrito. If you're not a beer drinker, that's fine. They got good coffee over there, regular drinks. Their hot dog for lunch are pretty good, too. Get on by and see them at Common John Brewing Company. 210 Woodbury Highway. Tell them Thunder Radio sent you. I like that little mix there. It's a big hit.
Goes like this.
Like we did last summer. Oh, we got Florida Man next?
Florida Man. The election had Florida Man feeling some kind of way this week.
Oh, yeah? I'm the same way, Holly. God bless the USA kills me.
Who said that?
You don't know?
I'm going to go look. That's the one by Lee Greenwood? Is that Proud to Be an American?
Proud to Be an American is God Bless the USA, yeah.
That song.
The name of the song is God Bless the USA.
Oh, yeah. That's Kate.
No.
I got to see Lee Greenwood perform that.
I'm down at the Rotary Amphitheater.
Yeah, down at the Rotary Amphitheater.
Kind of neat.
He's very, very big into
veterans things, veterans causes.
Yeah.
He also was a
military.
Donald Trump supporter. Big shocker. Saw where Hamas is ready to just go ahead and end this thing.
That was early. That was like that next day.
Yeah.
They're like, okay. And another thing I saw.
But you know what? We're probably time for peace talks. They probably don't all want to die.
I wish I knew. I wish I knew more, or could have somebody explain the stock market to me, like what it means.
It was up 1,500 points.
What does that mean? Is that good? Is it bad?
It's great for our retirement account.
Good.
We have mutual
like
funds.
I wish I knew what all that meant.
The Dow Jones?
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
The Dow Jones market. It's where you're trading futures. Yeah. I don't know a ton about it. I just know that if it goes up, that's good for our retirement account. If it goes down, and it's bad for our retirement account. I got a guy who does our investing for us.
Like a bookie?
Not a bookie. No. No, an investor. A financial planner, certified.
Okay. But you don't invest in like company stocks, do you?
Yeah, the mutual funds will gather up a bunch of those and they'll mix them in together with a group of people, kind of like it makes it a little bit safer. Instead of like day trading. Like day trading is when you're just like randomly buying up stock on companies one day, hoping it goes up and then selling. But that's a dangerous little game to play.
I think that's
You're holding this over the long term. Like they may go up and down, but over the long term, it's proven to show you so much gains. And usually what we're in is about an 8 to 10% yield.
Let me tell you what stock I think is about to go up.
Oh, okay.
There are these
Tesla.
like 5 or 6 foot white nutcrackers that are at Walmart right now. Well, you can't find them. You can't find them nowhere. And they're white, and you paint them. And I'm a part of this group on Facebook with these nutcrackers where people are posting pictures.
How did you become a group of
I don't know. I don't know how I got here.
She knows.
I don't know how I got here.
Yeah.
But I don't know if I clicked on a picture and it was like things you may like. And so now I see it. But there's like people are customizing these giant white nutcrackers to be like UT ball nutcrackers or like peppermint themed. And I want one so bad. But they're new. So they're sold out everywhere. And I'm like, next year, I'm telling you, these white nutcrackers, that's going to be like a hot item.
Always consult with your financial advisor before taking investment advice from Holly. There, disclaimer.
I really want one.
I can get you a white nutcracker.
You cannot. You can't find them. You can't.
I bet I can get a cheaper version.
I don't want a cheaper version. I want that one.
It's Audie Nichols' birthday today.
I know.
They don't have any recent pictures of Audie.
I was going to say he was hurt last year, wasn't he? Mm-hmm. He's on the high school team this year.
Yeah, it's going to be hard to get any good pictures of Audie. I'll just respond back like, you got anything we can use? Because we ain't got a picture of him for 2 years. He played ball in 2 years. He's completely different now. He looks like a man. He's got a full beard. He is. He's like 6'6" with a full beard.
Do you have Venmo?
I do not.
I do.
Oh. I don't have Venmo, nor do I know how Venmo works. When people ask me about Venmo, I'm like, send it to Holly.
Mama said there's a good picture of him on the boys' basketball calendar.
Well, maybe they've got it. We can get them to send it to us or something. Where's a birthday list? Picking up. Legs. All tight. All stove up.
I'm looking up these nutcrackers.
Audie. Leah Kate too.
Leah Kate. Jackson Shimwell has a birthday today.
Got it. Done. Oh.
Look, so they come all white and you paint them.
It's a big old nutcracker.
They're big. Look, isn't he cute?
Mm. Do you want me to make it Thunder Radio themed?
I don't want to do that.
How much are they?
I don't know.
No, you know. That's
They're
a lie.
sold out. I don't know.
She knows how much they are.
Like there was somebody on eBay that had it. They had one for $500, but I think they're closer to $100. This one's cool. Let's see. It says order now. Let me see. I don't think this is going to be right. I don't know. It says it's $59.99.
$59.99?
That's what it says. I don't know if this is the right thing.
Holly's gonna order one, and it's gonna be like a tabletop size one, like the size of a pen.
It looks like it.
But you can find it on Temu.
I wonder if I should get this.
Do not. What's the dimensions?
75 inches.
That's probably be right then. Where's that? Where are you ordering it from?
Cheerful Xmas.
Let's just not order from random places we don't know.
Yeah.
How about that?
That's probably good.
Because that'll come next Christmas. If it even comes. Remember that time you ordered that furniture from Home Depot lookalike website?
Yeah.
So they had a good deal on this patio furniture. This $1,000 set was $125. It was not.
My life be like Manchester's only live and local radio morning show. You're listening to Josh and Holly on Thunder Radio.
Thunder Radio morning show continues until 8:30 today. Holly, welcome back.
Thanks, buddy.
Had a good day today, giving away some prizes. We've had some fun. And we got more fun coming up. It's Friday. And that means it is Florida Man Friday. Holly?
Florida man smashes porch pirate's getaway car with rental Cybertruck.
You can rent a Cybertruck?
Yeah, it's like green and has flames on it.
It's pretty cool. I want to go rent one just to drive one. Because I don't want to pay for one, but I didn't know you could. I bet there's not a lot of those rentals available.
Video shows the moment when okay, let me back up. The incident happened in Florida, close to the renter's home in Brooksville. About to find out how good Turo's insurance is. Yesterday, my renter saw a porch pirate running to a car with his box, accelerated and crashed into the porch pirate, making a sandwich with the burglar's car and a tree. Pinned him.
So it wasn't even a porch pirate like stealing something from his porch.
I think what it is there is a man and he owns a Cybertruck and he rents it out to people.
Okay.
So he rented it out to a gentleman.
All right.
And that gentleman pinned because it was the porch pirate was stealing something off of his porch.
Okay. So then he ran into them.
Yes.
In their car.
And so the owner of the truck was like,
Gotcha.
I'm about to find out how good this insurance is. The video shows the moment the renter drove up towards his house when he saw the pirate leaving the porch before jumping into what looks like a Genesis G80 sedan. With zero hesitation, The Cybertruck accelerates to the Genesis and gets beside it and keeps it from successfully turning left. The only direction available to go was left. So essentially, he ends up pinning him to that tree.
Pretty clever. Boxed him in.
There were 3 people in the car. They've all been arrested.
Got him.
That's how mad I get sometimes at the thought of
somebody taking something from me.
Yeah.
They don't steal my things.
Florida man arrested after explosive device was found in a casino toilet. I've been into a few bathrooms where it looked like something had exploded
It was
in
an
there.
explosive device.
Yeah. So this guy's been arrested for hiding 2 radio-controlled explosive devices in the toilets of a casino. It's happened in. This guy's from Tampa, Brian Eckley. He did everything he could to hide from law enforcement, but thanks to exceptional work of the investigative and forensic team, he would be held accountable. Let's see why.
Yeah, why was he hiding bombs in a casino? Speaking of, did you see that grenade scare at Shelbyville yesterday?
No.
So they had to evacuate Shelbyville High School yesterday because of this grenade situation.
What was it?
They were grenades. They just weren't. They were not active. They were.
Who brought them?
Students.
Oh.
You know. Let me see if I can get the.
Did they bring them to scare people? Like.
Let me get the full. I probably shouldn't have brought that up without having that in front of me. But here we go. So, the Bedford County Sheriff's Office SROs were made aware of a backpack that contained 2 hand grenades. They didn't know if these were live grenades or not, so they had to evacuate the school to the football field. The THP bomb squad was notified, and then they discovered the grenades were non-active. They were non-active grenades.
So they know who's back. I mean, they have a backpack. They know which student they belong to.
I don't know if they do or not. I don't know if there were any arrests made or not on that matter. I just saw the Bedford County Sheriff's Department had posted it. So anyway, FBI assisted. What are you doing?
You've got a grenade paperweight back there.
Yeah,
that thing is heavy.
Yeah, it's been hollowed out. Like there's a hole in it. Like you could tell this is not an active grenade. But it's pretty cool. Some loyal listener brought it to me.
Florida man
scared me when he pulled it out. I don't know if this guy's unhinged. I don't know what he's doing up here. And he's walking in with a grenade in his hand. I'm like,
I got something for you.
We get hate mail sometimes, you know.
Florida man bitten twice by a shark at the same beach over a decade apart.
It's hard to do, probably. What's the statistics on that?
The odds of being bitten by a shark are remarkably low, 1 in 4.3 million. Florida man has beaten those odds twice in just over 10 years.
He should play the lottery, huh?
I reckon. More than a decade after his first shark bite, Cole Tashman, age 28, is recovering from another bite he suffered at the same beach.
You know, if you get bit by a shark one time and you survive it and you're okay, you got to feel great about it. You're like,
your odds. You're like, this isn't going to happen again.
I'm good. I'm going to jump right in here. Not so much for this fella, huh?
So when he was 16, while surfing in waist-deep water in Stuart, Florida, when a 5-foot-long black-tip reef shark clamped onto his right hand.
Stuart, that's down in, I think it's Martin County. That's where Dan Bongino lives. So I wonder if I would like to know the odds of being bitten broken out into subgroups. Like the overall odds are 1 in 4.3 million or whatever you just said. But what are the odds if you're on a surfboard?
Oh, does it increase?
I don't know. I'm just asking because it seems like a lot of the bites you hear about are people on surfboards.
I've seen
they think that they're
seals
or they think they're their prey.
Yeah. So he managed at that time when the shark bit his hand, he managed to fend off the shark by striking its head with the surfboard. He then used a t-shirt as a makeshift bandage. He had to get ended up having to get 12 stitches and a cast. So I guess he broke.
But pretty. I mean, that sounds pretty lucky. Considering, I mean, a 5-foot reef shark's pretty good size. They're going to have some teeth.
Yeah,
they can do some shredding.
Fast forward 11 years when he found himself in a similar yet more severe predicament at the same beach where he was surfing with 2 friends last week. This time, a much larger 8-foot tiger or bull shark attacked him, chomping his feet in a single agonizing bite. Got both feet.
Got him off?
Bit him. Hang on, let me get there. So I was paddling against the current. My feet are behind me. They were laying flat on the board. And about an 8 or 9 foot either bull shark or tiger shark came up behind me and snatched my feet. As he bit me, I looked behind me and saw him. I just screamed at Hunter, the guy and the other 2 guys with him, and they were already paddling towards me as they saw me thrashing. Luckily, there was a wave coming, so I just got on the wave and rode out on my belly.
I'm still trying to figure out if he's got his feet.
Let me see.
Or if the shark got the feet.
3 tendons were completely torn. 1 was partially torn.
You got to feel like he won't walk right again.
He's had to have 2 surgeries, received 93 stitches and 15 staples.
Yikes. So basically that foot, those feet were barely hanging on, and they have stapled them and glued it back on.
Florida is the world's #1 location for non-fatal shark bites.
I'm telling you, if I get bit by a shark, you know, I like the ocean, you know, so I like to go in the ocean. So there was obviously that chance. But if I get bit by a shark, whether it gets me good or doesn't get me good, I'm going to do my best to kill that shark. I'm going to get some swings in on the shark. And I feel like if I had the energy, I'd go after it once it tried to swim away. Like, if I can get back over here.
Let's see. Doctor at the hospital, this guy says he's only ever seen 2 patients that have been bitten by a shark twice.
It's amazing that he's seen 2 of them.
That's what I thought.
The odds have to go up significantly if you're on a board, I would think.
A deputy in Flagler County in Bunnell, Florida, sprang into action to rescue a dog in distress in a canal.
A dog?
I don't feel like I would jump into a canal in Florida.
Not the best thing to do, considering the reptiles that live there.
Deputies responded to a report of a dog in distress in the canal of Palm Coast. There they encountered a citizen in a kayak who was trying to rescue a dog on October 26th. Despite her best efforts, the resident was unable to get the dog safely. But thankfully, the team arrived and Deputy Alex Wolf took over using the kayak to get as close to the stranded dog as he could. It got out of its yard and jumped into the canal. Once he got close enough, the deputy dove off the kayak and successfully rescued the dog. Dog was returned to its owner.
It's not my job description, man. Best of luck with your dog.
Local resident Patty Pitty.
Sorry, that's her name?
Patty Pitty. She said, who knows how long that poor baby was struggling out there. I guess that was her dog.
All right, we got to take a break, Holly. We got birthdays coming up next on the morning show. Call them in, 728-1320. We're across the top of the hour. It's the morning show Overdrive, financed by New Haven Mortgage.
Reduce fat and tighten skin today by getting Sculpt Neo treatments with Dr. James Van Winkle in Manchester. This is a non-invasive body contouring treatment that
Birthdays.
Have you heard about this 4B thing?
No, I don't think.
4B movement?
I don't think so.
4B is a radical feminist movement into which is thought to have originated in South Korea in 2019. It basically, women are refusing to date men, get married, have relations with men, or have any children to protest women injustices.
Oh, that'll show.
So it started off in South Korea, but now women here are, I guess, participating in this movement.
Let's see how long that lasts.
And people are on TikTok.
Somebody needs to hang a damn picture.
They're like, so you're not gonna sleep around and have anything to do with men? Okay.
Nice.
Like, I don't know how that affects. Like, do they think people are going, no, so such and such is not gonna.
I saw where some women are now shaving their heads to protest Donald Trump winning the election. You'll show us?
Did they?
You'll show us?
I don't know.
You can protest all you want to. He beat the brakes off her. It wasn't even close. Birthday time on the Thunder Radio Morning Show. We like to celebrate every day, usually around 8. I'm a little behind today, but we'll do it right now. Calling those birthdays. Yesterday, we had a winner. Dewey Adams won a slice of birthday pie from the Mercantile Cafe Bakery and Gift Shop. That's right. We draw for a slice of pie winner every afternoon at 4:30 during Connecting Coffee County with Tiffany. So somebody's going to win today. And today's a big day because it's the end of the week. And that means we take all the birthdays from Saturday through today, and we draw for a grand prize, a birthday cake from the Manchester Food Lion. We also draw for a grand prize anniversary winner from the Mossy Pot. They win some flowers, so get those anniversaries in here. Here we go. Got a bunch of birthdays today. Happy birthday to Audie Nickel, Leah Kate Sullivan, Jackson Chimwell, Clint Pika, Brian Morgan, and Holly Logan. Happy birthday to all those people. Thank you for holding your applause to the very end.
I believe it's pronounced pica.
I don't think so. Celebrities.
I don't have a lot on the celebrity. Gordon Ramsay, the chef, remember?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got a birthday today, and that's about it.
Is he still around?
Cooking, you mean?
Yeah, Gordon Ramsay. Is that still a thing?
I think so.
I can't keep up with all the celebrity cooks these days.
They had their own show, he and his family, Matilda and the Ramsay Bunch.
I am so out of touch with like shows and reality things. Like, I don't know much of any of that. I have never watched one episode. I don't think I've ever watched 1 minute of an episode of the Kardashians.
I haven't either.
Don't care. I never watched Jersey Shore when that was a thing.
No, I didn't.
That's not.
Or what's that? Housewives of
Desperate Housewives of whatever.
Well, there's Desperate Housewives. I never watched it. And
that was
also,
show.
Like, there's
Real Housewives.
Real Housewives of wherever.
Yeah.
But they're everywhere. Real Housewives of Atlanta. And I could not care less how these people live their lives. I have no interest in watching that.
And a sneak suggestion here. They're not real. Nothing real about it.
Especially their bodies.
Right. Where do they find these people? All right. Thunder Radio Morning Show Overdrive, financed by New Haven Mortgage. So I'm hearing interest rates may be moving. I know there's a lot of people that said, I'm going to wait till after the election. Let's see what happens. Well, it's happened. Things are going to move in the right direction. And you're thinking, you know what? Maybe I need to get into a new home. Maybe I need to refinance. Talk to Heather Phillips and her team. Heather Phillips and her team, over 60 years of experience in the home lending industry. Find them at 1300 MacArthur Street in Manchester, online at newhavenmtg.com, and MLS 1477317.
Now, another update from the WMSR Thunder Radio News Center.
Thunder Radio's local news update is brought to you by Spring Street Market.
Thompson Lowe, he'll be heading to Hendersonville today to compete in the TSSAA Cross Country Championship.
That's today, yep. Trevor Fultz is up there today. All right, I'll get Trevor Fultz now. Trevor Fultz. Done. Done. So, I thought I had a message, but I guess I don't. No, I did have an email. I just.
Are you working?
These people, Mount Juliet's athletic director, my new favorite, sent a map of the press box and where everybody goes.
Ah,
I know.
you know, I've never been into our visitor press box.
I don't think there's much to look at.
I'm going to clean it up. I'm going to make it nice.
I love when people go above and beyond.
I do too. I didn't think I had a busy day, but as I sit here,
There's internet access in there. I'm going to try that out. Take me a little landline up there and see how that goes.
ooh,
You got more things to do today than you thought? Is that what you were saying?
yeah.
What do you got going on? What?
Why are you looking at me like
I
that?
was asking what you got going on. So what do you got going on? I don't know what that, nothing to it.
You're looking at me like I'm standing like this because I know it looks good and I hope she's paying attention to my muscles.
I am not.
That's the look you were giving me. You were hoping I was checking you out.
What do you got going on? I tried to flex my right bicep and my elbow popped.
I heard it.
That's
Sexy.
Yeah, getting old. What do you have going on? Normal question. I can't help it if I look like a snack. I can't help that. I ain't trying to look any kind of way. It's just how I look.
I just have some social media work that I need
Oh,
to
okay.
do.
Well, that can be done from anywhere, though. That's good.
I still have to do it.
Yeah. You can do it on the way up to Mount Juliet, or does it have to be done before that? We got an hour, 15-minute car ride. You can get it done.
No, I don't want to put work off. I like to just do it.
Yeah.
I don't want it on my plate for later.
Then don't. I just didn't. I was just. I didn't say just sit around and not do anything, but if you had other things to do, that's something that can be, your social media work can be done anywhere at any time. That's what I'm saying. So it's like, if you had other things that you needed to do, it can wait till later.
I may pack a snackle box.
It's an hour and 15 minutes. It's not that bad.
It's not that, buddy. It's that.
I like a little beef jerky for the ride, a little beef jerky.
You've got an hour and 15-minute ride. Well, that puts us there 2 hours before game time.
Yeah, we'll get there by
And
time.
then you got a 2.5 hour game.
Yeah, that's a long day.
And then I might want some cheese and crackers.
Then pack a snackle box. Clean your car out. Make sure it's ready to go for the evening. That's something you could do today.
Cleaning cars is a husband thing.
Well, when am I going to do that?
I'll just add it to my list. And gas. How about that?
Yeah, make sure we got gas.
Snacks.
Each football game costs me $300. Snacks, gas. Holly goes to pay somebody to clean it out.
I'm not going to pay. I'm talking about the outside of it.
Yeah, well, I ain't going to wash the outside of it. It's raining.
You said it was going to rain.
It's going to rain tomorrow and Sunday, so why would I wash the outside of the car?
Well, because it's dirty.
It's just going to get dirty again.
Everything's going to get dirty again outside.
But you want to wash it when it's got some time. Like, you don't have rain the next day.
Or when you're about to have people right in it.
In it, not outside of it. Fine, I'll wash it.
I'm going to wash it.
No, I'll wash it.
No, I'm washing it.
Thunder Radio.
Not divorced yet. But Holly thinks that I should wash the car today. It's supposed to rain 2 inches Saturday and Sunday, but I need to wash the car today.
We're driving it to Mount Juliet, and we usually have people riding with us. So I'm sorry if I just want it to look nice. My bad.
We have driven that thing to 7 games, and I've not washed it before 1 game.
Well, I can tell, and now it's really dirty.
Fine.
My car is white, but now it's like dirty tan.
Well, I'll take it and get it.
I'll handle it.
No. You're going to pull up to the car wash, and they're going to be closed. They're going to be like, no. We ain't taking nobody's money today. Ain't no point in that.
I'll take care of it.
They'll probably do it for $5 instead of $20. I'd be like, nah. Morning Show Overdrive Finance by New Haven Mortgage. Josh and Holly with you till 8:30. Holly, what are we doing here?
Well, we could
honestly don't know, because we've done Holly's Locks already. We've done Florida Man Friday already. I don't know what's left for the show.
Let me just run over in case anybody missed my locks right fast. Syracuse is going to cover by 2 over Boston. What? What?
You said it so seriously. Like, make sure everybody's got my locks. I don't want anybody to miss out on their opportunity to lose some money this weekend.
Ole Miss is going to cover
at
2.5. Iowa State is going to cover -3. North Carolina State is going to cover -3. Wait, one of those is 3.5. You said it moved.
Yeah, NC State you can't get that now, so it'd be -4.
Oh wow.
Well, it's 3.5. There's not a lot of even numbers. The numbers you got are they have to get that to cover.
Colorado is going to cover whatever it is.
-4.5. So they're at Texas Tech. So that's Holly's Locks for the week. If you're a bettor, Syracuse, Ole Miss, Iowa State, NC State, Colorado State, all to cover. That 5-leg parlay, I've got $10 on that, wins you $259.41 if you get in on that.
I got a little bit more Florida Man for you. Florida man accused of grabbing women by the throat at polling place over political candidate choices.
Nice. She must have been voting for Kamala.
Florida man was arrested Tuesday for allegedly grabbing 2 different women by the throat. Good grief. At a polling place during an argument over political candidate choices. Stuart McMillan, he's 71, got into a verbal argument with 2 women over their choices for president.
I can tell you, I have never gone to vote and started talking politics in line to vote.
Right?
Like, it's just like, that's not a good idea. I'm going to vote for who I'm going to vote for, and they're going to vote for who they're going to vote for, no matter what I say walking in this door. So I'm just not going to do that.
McMillan allegedly pulled one of the woman's flags to the ground and grabbed her by the throat and hair.
Well, that's why you're not supposed to walk in with any kind of things on, I think, to prevent that kind of thing.
They weren't.
Like in the parking lot?
Yeah, they weren't in like the...
They weren't inside the election
Yeah.
hall, the voting place. They were just outside. Okay.
So when the other woman came over to rescue her, he then grabbed her by the throat too.
Mess around, find out, you know?
The sheriff's office didn't specify which candidates.
I could probably figure this out. Maybe you shouldn't.
So it says that the women had Kamala flags
go.
and McMillan had a Donald Trump flag. So he's out here acting like a turd head, grabbing women by the throat. What are you doing, buddy?
Different place than Donald Trump grabs them.
It looked like they were playing swords with the flags.
I just can't imagine getting in a fight with somebody over. Like, I want to troll on Twitter. And here, if somebody wants to confront me, I'll confront them back. But I'm not going to go up to somebody,
Lord, no,
and be like, you know, like the videos of people stealing signs and stuff.
What
are you doing?
What are you doing?
Like some of them, and the people get real angry. I mean, like rabid. Like, you know, I watched. There's one Harris voter that started barking at somebody. So I'm like, why are they barking? I didn't understand.
They're eating the dogs.
Yeah, maybe that's what it was.
Florida man arrested after allegedly impersonating a federal agent, flashing his blue lights on a civilian. Is it even Florida man if we don't have a
impersonator?
Stolen valor.
All the time. So he wasn't just impersonating an officer. He was impersonating a federal agent.
Officer.
Yeah. Sure, that's probably worse.
The Okaloosa County Sheriff's Office arrested a man near the intersection of Miracle Strip Parkway and Wendell Road after he allegedly impersonated a federal officer and openly carried a firearm. The Okaloosa County Sheriff's Office said Salvatore Grunny, age 69, faces multiple charges, including openly carrying a firearm, impersonating a federal law enforcement agent, possession of a firearm during the commission of a felony, unlawful use of blue lights, and unlawful use of a badge.
Nice.
The incident began when the caller...
This is what I want to hear about. Like, what happened?
I thought this was that, and I had already got into it, and I couldn't back out now. Deputy said the incident began when the caller reported to a possible impersonator. The caller said the man was in a New York City shirt and jeans, and he had stopped a vehicle identifying himself as law enforcement. The caller doubted the man's authenticity. Wait a minute.
Don't seem accurate.
While deputies were on the way to the scene, he called the sheriff's office. He called the sheriff's office, claiming to be with the Office of Naval Intelligence and stating that he had stopped a vehicle for reckless driving.
What's the office? Morning show.
Yay, it's my birthday.
What's your name? And then he hung up.
It was, you know who that was?
Who was it?
That was your brother-in-law.
Oh, okay. That sounds about right. Okay.
Deputies. Okay, so basically the guy.
Your mom was wanting the number for this show. Is that what this turned into?
The guy, the impersonator, pulled a car over.
Right. So impersonator stops car.
While the impersonator is in his car, I guess, acting like he's running plates or something.
Whatever he's doing back there. Person that he stopped called the law.
Called the law and was like, hey, this guy pulled me over. I don't think he's a cop. Meanwhile, the guy in the car calls the cops and like, hey, I'm with the Naval Commission. I've got a reckless driver pulled over for y'all. I'm gonna need one of you to come out here. And
what an idiot. He called the cops on himself.
Yeah.
They think that they were just going to be like, okay, man. Okay, buddy.
When deputies arrived, they found the caller's orange Ford Focus pulled over with a silver 2007 Dodge Charger parked behind it. The Charger,
the Naval Observatory, the agents don't drive newer cars,
displayed blue lights in the front windshield and red, blue, and white lights in the back window. When questioned, he initially said he worked for the Navy Criminal Investigative Service, but showed an ID for O&I. Deputies noted that the ID card appeared to be altered, like a photo was added after it was initially issued.
Nice.
He was carrying a loaded Beretta 9mm pistol.
This dude went through a lot of work to disguise himself. Like a lot of effort. Fake ID. Like sometimes they just have some lights. Like this guy's got lights, fake ID, carrying his
So
gun.
he had an ONI badge, which is a Office of Naval Intelligence,
Gotcha.
Corporal 405.
All right. Stolen valor. That's psychotic.
The person that in the orange Ford Focus said, "Are you a real officer?" And the impersonator identified himself as a government agent.
Salvador. So you wonder, this is how many times has this person gotten away? And what's he doing? Just stopping people and letting them go? Or what's he doing? Like he can't do anything with them?
Well, he's stopping and why would he call the police out there? Like they're not going to question.
Well, and has he done this before? Like where he's called the police and gotten away with that?
And the police was like,
they got there and like, okay, you're here.
Thanks,
and
buddy.
left. I mean,
I think not.
Surely
I think
not.
This one, he got a little braver, decided to,
Yeah.
you know what? I'm going to take.
Maybe because the guy questioned his authenticity. He was like, I got to go another step here or something. Morning show.
Swapping shop.
Not just yet. Swap shop comes on 8:30.
Is that right? How you doing, Mr. Trump?
I'm good.
I need electric range.
You need an electric range?
Mm-hmm. Electric rang-a-dang, a good stove that don't smoke and ain't no grease on it for $100.
You're selling one or you need to buy one?
Well, that's what I'm going to do. And is this swapping shop 563-5340 plus tax. Abner Peabody, Monkey Weston.
Have a good day.
Oh.
Morning show's almost over. Swap and shop in 6 minutes.
Calling all homeowners. If you're looking to breathe new life into your budget, New Haven Mortgage is here for you. We specialize in refinancing, bringing you tailored solutions.
All right, y'all. I've had enough today. Y'all have a good day. Mercantile. Christmas decorations are out, or Christmas ornaments, Christmas merchandise is out at the Mercantile, and they're taking Thanksgiving orders now. So go ahead and start thinking about them for that. 723-2491. Was that Steve? Sounded like Steve. See y'all.